Lord Jesus.
Do we have to today?
I mean, I guess.
So let's pretend to give the update.
Come on,
So
let me ask
your
a question.
COVID numbers.
Before you continue, is it me or I can't see you?
I have to make coffee.
Oh, okay, I just making sure, man. I'm a little tired, but so I just.
You want me to go for my coffee? I go for my coffee, and now you're panicking because me that
crazy,
shop.
Kevin
not gone like his room, right? Is about 60 feet wide. Maybe two football fields.
Maybe
in distance. Kevin will be like, oh, I'm going to the closet and come back. Kevin got for 10 minutes here.
No, I might live in a.
Hey, know your life. Don't study in
warehouse.
Yeah, in here. Maybe. You don't know my story.
That's why you always got some kind of background behind you there, so we can see.
Yeah, so nobody could see my hallways and the dungeons behind me.
Oh, dungeons, nice.
Kevin, please proceed with the COVID update before as him go down that road he usually goes down.
What road?
I don't have the energy for it today.
What road?
Oh, yeah, you're kind of right, you know.
What road?
Because we all know as him, he just go down a certain road, and once he go down a certain road, Kevin just clock out.
Exactly, and we have one.
Because then at the end of it, he can say, "Is me say."
I don't know.
He does. He did it quite well yesterday.
I don't even know what he's talking about.
So if somebody just
one of these days, I'm gonna get like a lawsuit
about yesterday, you don't know, is as him said. And blamed it on you fully.
One of these days, I'm gonna get like a lawsuit, and meaning gonna know why. But we move.
I think so hard in this country. Nothing you're gonna me trunk in a while, yeah.
What? Kevin, proceed.
Okay, quick before it's that. So here's your COVID and here's your COVID-19 situation report number 564 as of Monday, the 18th of October 2021, 7 p.m. Confirmed cases within the last 24 hours is at 18. Total number of cases that we've had since the beginning of this pandemic is 2,574. Number of cases between both islands, we have 2,167 for St. Kitts, and Nevis has 407. Active cases is at 435. Recovered cases 2,101. So the active cases are going down significantly, which is good. Our death toll is still at 21. The numbers still stress me out, but yeah.
Nothing better than seeing them recovered cases go up and them active cases go way, way down, because we was looking strugglish as a country, I'm gonna lie. It wasn't looking so good as a unit.
Yeah, but if everybody get COVID, I guess the numbers won't go up.
I mean, yeah. You stop testing, the numbers ain't gonna go up, so.
Yep.
That's vibes. I with it.
Hey, at this point, somebody was telling me yesterday, you want me to tell you the reason the numbers gone down? Because everybody supposedly got the flu and not COVID.
Well, once they're home, make it where they got the flu, once they got it at work, around people,
yeah.
Right, have it in your house.
Have it home. I think the thing, it was bad. Sometime last week, I was at Birdrock, and this lady, this lady was walking. She saw a friend of hers. Everybody masked up, and they were actually a distance and thing, and she was like talking to her for a bit, and she was like, "How you doing?" and whatever. I was standing on this side, waiting to go in by farm care. Mm-hmm. So it kind of hard, cause I'm right there in the little alleyway, just talking, so I can't miss it. The lady goes, "How you doing?" Her friend says, "I'm doing all right, man. It just again knocked down by this terrible flu." The woman said, "What terrible flu? You mean the COVID virus?"
Listen.
Bye, goes all that. The two women and watching me like, bye. The woman said, "No, this terrible flu that's knocking down." The woman said, "Which terrible flu? The coronavirus?"
Because remember, nothing else exists besides corona anymore. But when I had the cold, right? I forget this how you feel, Like, when you ain't experienced something for so long. I was like, this is always
I'm telling you, right?
Every single.
Remember when I was sick in August? Let me tell you the way I thought it was COVID that grabbed onto me.
No, I didn't think it was COVID.
Because for me it was a multitude of things. One, it was a very interesting type of sick. Two, I ain't been sick in so long. I forget what feeling sick feel like.
I tell you when is when my throat started to you know when your throat starts to go bad, right? When you
start to feel when you start to get that pain, when you start to swallow, you're like, no boy, it's over.
I tell you, I only thought I had COVID for like a millisecond, you know. When I couldn't find the spot on my pillow where they did eucalyptus. I said, bye, it's a wrap for me for you, bye.
Yeah, got it.
Bye.
But luckily.
Yeah, bye. I just grabbed everything as I started to inhale. It was still there. Listen.
Jay, pick up your son. It still smells like toddler.
I wasn't too far from it for you. Listen, that would have been like the go-to. If nothing else works, sniff Jaden.
Sniff Jaden.
He must smell like a baby. A properly powdered almond baby.
Almond?
Almond powder? Almonds. However you pronounce it.
I'm not familiar with powders.
What?
I don't use powder.
I'm not familiar with powders. Sorry.
So what? Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have... Okay. Well, moral of the story is I wasn't sick. With COVID. However, I did have the cold and I hate the cold, so like, yeah. But it's kind of inevitable. Like if you have a toddler that's sick, you're going to get sick because toddlers have no sense of
boundaries
or direction when it comes to sneezing. Okay, they would full force sneeze in your face. What do you mean?
It's just fascinating to me.
For your face.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Like it's literally fascinating to me how toddlers / babies / children go from this place of utter chaos to this refined, reformed, hesitant adult.
Boy,
like if you ever really pay attention to a child, there's no inhibitions.
There's a few of them.
There's no. When I'm saying that, I mean like there's no inhibitions. There's no children will literally stand on a couch and jump. They
do not care about anything. Oh my god! I literally watched. I watched
this on a daily basis. They will step in it. They don't care how deep it is. What if something's in it?
They don't
Nothing.
Have the emotion not fully developed, so they don't understand or feel.
No, I think it's fully developed. I think it's fully developed.
No, it's not that. You know what it is. You have to remember they're new in the world. It's just curiosity.
Boy, I see why that's a curiosity.
And I love it.
Curiosity kill the cat, you know.
It's just curiosity. That's all it is. Children are exploring the world. That's what they're doing. When they see the puddle and they go jump in it, they want to know what happens when they jump in the puddle. Like that's what's going on.
As in being tell somebody chatting you.
I'm saying, man.
You say you don't use powder, they say you just use cocaine.
People know about that?
Apparently he does.
Wait, turn off the mic. People know about that?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it's some form of powder. Yeah.
Make sure none of my mask.
No, I think you're good. Other than, because remember your mask black, so other than see it, man.
Yeah, great.
But yeah, children are little crackheads. Children are little crackheads. They have...
Chaotic.
They're just chaotic. Boy, children, oh my gosh. Every time I try it, like I interact with Jaden, is like, how you doing all of this? How you so small? And doing all of this? And like, I often wonder, how did my parents do it?
Barely making it through.
Obviously, because I'm barely getting this thing done.
Yeah. Well, for those who
have toddlers,
good luck.
We pray for you.
Yeah, good luck.
You know who I really got to tip my hat off to every time I think about it? Teachers, you know?
Teachers?
The teachers who have to deal with 10 toddlers at the same time.
Yeah. Them they cut from a different cloth.
Why? Because how do you even manage?
Them they got the patience of Job. Them they get a double portion. Hey,
it has to be.
You know, me tell you what. There's certain things that in life, right? There's certain things in life that some of us never have to experience, and a lot of times we just are unaware of what people have to go through in life. Last night I was thinking to myself, you ever realize that there's people in this world, a lot of times it's women, sometimes mothers, grandmothers, sometimes older sisters, who have to iron netball skirts regularly?
What?
Y'all ever think about that?
No, actually.
You ever played netball, ain't it?
Yes, I did.
So never say iron your skirt?
Yeah, but
That in itself seems like just mind blowing to me.
why?
You see all them pleats? I just be stressing to get one straight pleat down in my pants. I don't
I tap the pleats.
Oh my
boss.
God.
Well, I do.
Pants.
I right now is flat front everything.
Yeah,
right?
I give up. On
After
the pleats.
after CFB, that was it. I was like, I think during CFB I was like, no, I gave up. I was just like flat front.
Did they feel?
Somebody does
yeah.
have to literally put the netball skirt on the iron and line up all them pleats and then press it in.
And again, it though.
Again, it do. But as somebody who doesn't have to do that, you don't understand. The struggle is real.
The struggle with all the things. Listen, I am an adult that does not iron if I don't have to. Like I literally seek out clothes that I don't have.
Well,
to
you
iron.
think that is, Jade? Because you're not alone.
I'll tell y'all a secret. Here's my secret.
I don't remember that.
I don't iron.
Let me know
I
Kevin's
haven't
secret.
truly ironed in about 7 years.
You know Kevin.
I mean,
Kevin has
I'm
Kevin for
joking.
everything.
About 7 years I haven't ironed. What happened?
No, we know what going on. Go ahead, continue. Give it.
Yeah, I don't iron. Like 7 years now, I don't iron. I mean, there's a certain shirts that you kind of have to iron.
Right.
So those don't count. But I don't iron. I also don't like looking rough dry. So what I do, and here's my tip, again, get yourself a spray bottle. Could be one of those, you know those, if you could go like to Cindy or so and they have those bottles with like the barber stuff on it, like
Yeah.
the bottle decorated with like a comb and stuff. You could get one of those, fill it up with water. You could drop it in a little downy, just for like fragrance, that little downy or Febreze or anything, and spray your clothes. Put it on a hanger, spray it, just mist the shirt, and then all you got to do is like pull the shirt or flap it, wrinkles drop out.
See, the thing with
Don't
Kevin,
iron.
right, is that 90% of Kevin's life, I realize, is made easier by spray bottles.
Right.
That's what I realize, yeah. The man got spray bottle for everything, yeah.
Honestly, I have a lot of spray bottles.
But the reason why a lot of women don't iron when they get older, people think it's because the clothes they wear, you know. No, it's because of all the ironing they had to do when they were young. They're fed up.
Long time.
When you got iron a net basket, you see that net basket, you see the amount of pleats in that? Oh my god.
I am not a functional adult at all. But speaking of adults that aren't functional, they're robbing a bank currently
Oh, nice. We are.
in Grenada. The Grenada
Wait, what?
Cooperative Bank. What word is him?
I can't see.
The one with the C.
Karaoke.
Okay, yeah. They're robbing a bank in Grenada. Well, they robbed
Hey,
a bank in Grenada recently. Like,
Actually, we live in a grand time, you know. When you could just
Right.
literally be robbing a bank and forget and you realize you're on somebody's Facebook Live.
Listen.
like we live in a grand time. You would be walk out by your
ready
man.
for this?
Things kind of rough
And
right
we
now.
don't really know what time. And then,
They walk out the bank
What?
showed.
hold on.
What is going on?
And then, I guess 5 alleged bank robbers caught at sea. How you reach to this already?
Why did I reach to Odyssey?
5 injured.
They were live on the Facebook.
Shut up!
That's, I tell you the other day, partner on his phone, Facebook Live, early morning,
Oh,
boy,
get out of the world, man.
trod into his weed patch. Yeah. I said, boss, you realize you're leading everybody directly to your weed patch?
Social media gonna be the downfall.
Social media is the downfall of humanity.
It really
Okay,
is.
but I think this one was yesterday. So the one for Grenada I think was today, but the one for, I guess this is Trinidad. Oh no. Same. Hold on.
Oh, this is the same bank robbers.
Hold on. Reports of a robbery by masked men with guns at the Grenada Co-op. Okay, that's okay. Okay. Then this one says 5 individuals said to be. I see what happened. They were nationals of Trinidad. They were caught at sea in an escape. So they robbed the bank and was going back home.
But where is staying Grenada? You got to go home.
So they come Grenada go rob the people. Oh, you left all your country to come to rob somebody back.
Look, I'm putting it out there again. We trying. What you know? The problem is we're trying to have the politicians fix regional travel. How we got to check the criminals here? They're moving back and forth like nothing here.
Because
they're moving from Antigua to Dominica with ease. They're moving from Antigua to St. Kitts. The man just literally jump thief a boat and come St. Kitts like nobody business.
And then the rubber banking when
we here trying to figure out how to make lay at work.
That's right. Somebody need to talk to them there.
Bye.
They have the answers, okay? They can't. They had to dock the boat, go to the bank. I don't think the bank was in walking distance, so they had to get a car, go to the bank, rob it, return to the boat.
But no, on a serious note, right? That kind of make a lot of sense, yeah.
Yeah, because why would you rob a bank?
No, because no, but if you heard, okay, banking Grenada robbed, you're looking to Trinidad for the bank robbers, them. That is happening in Europe, you know. They had these bank robbers. I can't remember the name. There's a bunch of like movies about them and so now, but they were German. I think, and they would like go to like France and rob a bank, and go to like Spain and rob a bank and things like that. That's smart. Just jump on the highway and go back.
They make it though. They make it.
Oh boy.
That was close. I mean, that was on the water already, heading back home. But you know, Coast Guard and thing. Big up the Coast Guard one time. But I need to question them because that is inter-regional travel. If I've ever seen it. Efficient. Anyway.
Gaston, you don't have the answers.
Nope. The bank robbers do. So.
Wait. I have a question.
Okay, ask it quick because we have to jump into some talking trash.
What happened to the Chucksy case?
Oh. Okay then.
We're going to follow up after
we'll come back to that. We'll
going to follow up after the break. That's a good question.
We'll come back to that.
Where Chucksy be? In Antigua?
He's in Antigua.
Where's he going to go?
So you go. Anyway, we'll be right back with Talking Trash right here on Win Media SKN. Stay tuned.
If you say you love your little dear country, try to do something positively. Be a watchdog for the environment. Don't leave everything to the government. We dump our garbage anywhere, lit on the streets everywhere. Our behavior is telling me that we really don't care. Take some pride in your country, volunteer to clean where it's dirty. Tourism development needs a healthy environment. Whenever we litter, we threaten our survival. So those who engage in it should be treated like criminals. So don't be afraid at all if they call you an informer. Report those who endanger our future. So if you really love this blessed land, this situation demands attention. Think about the future generation. Do what we can to preserve this island. The laws for littering we must enforce. We have to let justice take its course. If you are a proud citizen, you have the right, you have a reason to save this land from destruction. You have an obligation to become involved in anything which affects this nation.
The Solid Waste Management Corporation, SWMC, is working hard each and every day to keep St. Kitts clean. Our primary mandate is to collect household waste while maintaining the engineer's sanitary landfill in Connery. While it is the responsibility of businesses to see to it that their garbage is properly collected and disposed of at the landfill, the SWMC offers a commercial waste disposal service with our Nosy program. We also offer a bin rental service where persons can rent large bins to do community cleanups or other waste disposal activities. Additionally, our headquarters in Taylor's Range include state-of-the-art conference rooms for rental. So when you're hosting another event, consider using the SWMC conference facilities. We want to continue serving you by keeping our environment clean, because at the SWMC, waste matters. For more information, call our office at 465-9507.
Welcome back to Island Tea with your faves, Kevin and I'm featuring Jade, Wendy, and Johnson. And it's time for us to talk with our friends from the Solid Waste Management on today's episode of Talking Trash. Welcome and good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. Yeah. Okay, let's go with that one.
Kevin, it is a studio full of lovely ladies, our friends. And I'm really excited to see what you guys have in store for us today.
Well, today we wanted to somewhat revisit a topic we've covered a couple of years ago. I remember us covering this a couple of years ago. However, I know sometimes we need to refresh and so forth. And I know some of you might have missed Miss Lake. So I dragged her with me this morning. Okay. Yes, it took a bit of convincing. She was a little.
Okay.
It took a little bit of convincing. I mean, I've been trying.
I thought she loved us. I don't understand how she just had done just like that.
She likes the freedom a little too much, I think. Yeah, she's been enjoying. She's been enjoying it a little too much.
That's because you're doing such a good job.
Exactly. Yeah, that's Mama guying me, but it's all right. Okay, so I just want to say welcome to everyone, and thank you for joining us on yet another segment of Talking Trash right here on Win FM 98.9. Talking Trash comes your way every Tuesday morning from 8:30 to 9 a.m. And for those of you who are unable to join us on the radio, you can, of course, join us on YouTube and also on Facebook. So tune in and listen to, I guess, what we have to say this morning. And I have two guests with me. None of them are actually strangers, but I'll allow them to introduce themselves because I believe they are the best persons to let you know who they are.
Hi, good morning. My name is Taisha Henry, Collections Officer.
Welcome, Taisha.
And yes, good morning. I am Anita Lake, Collection Manager, and I'm happy to be back.
Welcome, Miss Lake. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Yeah, so I know we have a lot to catch up on a little bit. Yes, maybe?
Yes.
Okay, so today we're going to cover the topic. We're not going to actually cover the topic of recycling. We're going to cover the 4 R's prior to recycling. So I know most of us usually hear recycle, but there are some steps we can take to ensure that we actually reduce the amount of waste we have to recycle. So we're going to focus on, first of all, refusing, so the refusal of extra waste, reduction, so reduce, reuse, and repurpose. So those are the 4 we're going to touch on. Now, I know, and Ms. Lake can definitely speak to this, that the landfill has a lifespan. And in order to sort of extend that lifespan, we need to ensure that the amount of waste that reaches to the landfill is as little as possible, so that we can ensure that we don't, in the next few years, we're not looking for another area. We have to close off that landfill and then have to look for another area to build a landfill. So we need to definitely start practicing. And I know some of us, not me, but some of us have started coming up with our New Year's, what do we call them? Resolutions. Yeah, and I hope that we can include this in our New Year's resolution as we sort of embark on becoming a better nation, a responsible people. We are already responsible, but even more responsible with regards to waste management. So let's start off with refuse. Miss Lake, we haven't heard from you in so long, so let's just start off with you. What is it about refusing waste that can impact the final amount of garbage that kind of goes into the landfill?
Okay. Yes, good morning once again to everyone, and thank you, Norma, for that question. Waste is really becoming a big problem in our society today. Households are producing more waste than norm, and landfill are filling up faster than we expect. So and it is becoming more and more expensive to dispose waste, as simple as it may be, so anything that can reduce the amount of waste that has to be disposed, to help reduce these problems is always welcome. And so refuse is, I should say, like the first element of the 3R. If you refuse certain things, you wouldn't have to reuse it, you wouldn't have to reduce it, you wouldn't have to, repurpose it. So things that is not really, to me, sometimes we go beyond having items that really is necessary, especially when it comes to plastic bags. And we keep preaching about single-use plastic bags, and learning to refuse waste can take some practices. It's something we instill in us from birth, So it's gonna take some time to come to make it, happen.
That's true.
But incorporating these steps into your businesses, is the most effective way to minimize waste.
Yes.
And you talk to even your procurement team, and refusing to buy, like I said, waste that is non-recyclable products and things like that.
Exactly.
To accept
because if it is, the businesses do not have it, then we as consumers cannot purchase
it. Exactly.
So,
yeah.
So if they also have a responsibility to refuse.
Right.
So we as individuals have responsibility to refuse, but also as businesses, they can also refuse so that they lessen the amount that we got to refuse.
Like for instance, we have Ramsey, who offers the bags, the normal bags, and people will go shopping, they will use the normal bags instead of collecting, and that is another way of refusing, because they refuse to take the plastic bag and use the bag that they bought at Rams, Value Mart, and those corporations have
these bags which are reusable.
Yeah, reusable.
So you can have a reusable shopping bag, especially when you have a little bit of items. You don't have to take a double plastic bag when you know for a fact that that item is not even going to be too heavy for that one bag, etc. So we need to start refusing certain things.
Yeah, and not only that, number is that you find too that if supermarkets promote it, because even though they'll be selling reusable bags that you can use over and over, you find that they're still bagging your items with these load of plastic bags. So unless someone says, okay, they have to buy the bags, the reusable bags, and so if they limit the amount of plastic bags as much as possible and push the usable bags, that too will help.
Well, I remember Massey stores tried that in Trinidad, and they started charging for the plastic bags. Yeah,
exactly the other way around, and then
that's happening in a lot of countries.
Yeah,
for some years now.
Right.
They've been trying
like a 10 cents.
10 cents for a plastic bag, and then people will more now encourage to bring the usable bags. So maybe that's something that can look into.
Maybe people could even try to be more creative, like make their own bags from maybe old pants. It's like you
do have persons doing that. Yes,
from old pants, maybe an old shirt you don't use. You go and you make a bag, and you can use it as a shopping bag. You can use it as anything and shop.
Tayaja is saying this because she's good with a sewing machine.
Okay.
So she's like, yeah, I can do that. Easy.
I'm thinking to myself, if I try to use one of my pants for that day.
You'll be surprised how that turns out.
Turn out to be a bag.
It's hand stitched, or you can just call Tayaja, let her run a little. Yeah.
That's a scary perspective.
Yeah, but
it's fun.
People need to really make smart decisions when it comes to when it comes to refusing items like those. Yeah. You know, we need to set a standard, and until we set that standard, that precedent for people to follow, you know, it will always be that, you know, you have this don't care spirit and this mindset that is okay to, but we who knows better should do better.
And one of the things I really want persons to, and I'm encouraging persons to really refuse, is straws. Try to refuse as much straws as you can, because they really have a massive impact, negative impact on the environment, especially to marine life. So if we try to at least minimize that impact, because it's a circle of life. You're talking about every single thing that we do impact something else, impacts other creatures, impacts other organisms. And so if it is, we can, because really and truly, we don't need a straw to drink anything. It just looks fancy, it looks cute, but we don't need it. So if you don't need it, don't do it. And my thing is this: you don't have to try to solve the entire world. You don't have to, the problems of the entire world. All you have to do is just take one thing at a time. So if it is you're going to dedicate to, okay, I am going to refuse styrofoam. Maybe you're going to still take your straws, but I'm going to refuse styrofoam until that becomes habitual. Then you start on something else. I'm now going to refuse styrofoam and straws. And then you start, okay, I'm going to refuse over packaging and that kind of thing. So every little thing counts. Every person, you don't have to be the solver of all the problems, but at least choose something to start with. Okay, so we've now refused. What's the next step? Reduce. How do we reduce waste that goes into the landfill? Tayasha?
Well, I was thinking about green waste, recycling green waste, and that is another thing that we have to try to reduce the green waste, and to ensure that, well, because you find that people are cutting yards, they have a big pile of green waste. There are ways that we can do better with the green waste. Maybe I was reading on YouTube the other day, and I got introduced to a gentleman in Nevis who is doing that right now presently, and it's www.castnews.com, and he's somebody who's been trying to establish himself with green waste, recycling green waste, moving forward with even medical waste. And this is something that we need to look into, and it takes a lot of time, a lot of energy for us to monitor ourselves to make sure that we get these things in. I think it takes mostly discipline. We need to discipline ourselves in trying to get these things done. Maybe we can learn from one another, we can share information.
It's just always good to share information, because if you hoard the information all to yourself, who is it helping? So it's good to share information. It's well, I believe it's always good to share information, especially when the time is right. So there are other ways, though, I know that we can reduce waste. Things that we can do in offices. So this can be done across the board. Things like printing on both sides of the paper as opposed to just one, you know.
You could say not to bottles, though, to those same plastic bottles, I know. those definitely will reduce.
True. So there are different things that we can do to reduce how much we use of whatever it is that's going to end up in the landfill that's wasteful. So let's reduce that. From reduce, we have to go straight into reuse. What can we reuse? I mean, we spoke about the pants, right? Turning that into a shopping bag. What can we give persons some examples of what they can reuse?
For example, we have the tires. I went to some.
No, in all honesty, the pants is not reusing. That's actually repurposing.
Yes, it is.
So I think there's usually a little blurred line between reusing and repurposing. So reusing is ensuring that, like, say, for example, I have this bottle and I am constantly reusing this as my water bottle, as opposed to repurposing when it is now you have this old pants and you want to use it for something else, not what it was intentionally made for. So let's tackle repurposing, because I find repurposing is super fascinating for me as an a slightly artistic person. So I find that really fascinating. We can repurpose tires.
Tires, yes.
And we got lots of those at the landfill. Yeah. Can persons get tires from the landfill, Miss Lake?
There are thousands and thousands, millions. As a matter of we almost have a million tires at the landfill. We have so many, tires at the landfill, and of course they can get any amount they want.
And you can do so much with tires. You can make furniture. You can make what is this, like help in the garden and so forth. And there's business opportunity as well.
Yes.
So someone else there's treasure in trash.
It's treasure in trash.
So there are business opportunities for persons. So you can get old pants and make shopping bags for people. Wink, wink, Tayasha. Resell that and actually make create a living for yourself.
And speaking about the tires, Nama, I was reading up also again, and then I saw that we can take the tires and use it for the government. Maybe the government can make it useful. And you see where we have the holes in the road, the tires can be shredded and be melted and used for those things. So
actually, there is a young lady in, I believe, Kenya. She has actually started a business where she uses the tire shredded and she makes bricks for pavements and so forth. She actually, So, those fitted kind of bricks and so forth. Yeah. She's actually made a really good business, like employs 30 people, that kind of thing. And they make bricks for, I think, building houses. And apparently they're actually a bit more durable. There are some negative impacts and so forth, but they're actually a bit more durable and so forth when it comes to the environment.
Using tires, you're supposed to know the amount of things that can be done with tires.
Yes.
And gardening, I love to see gardening with tires set out. Mm-hmm. I actually saw a waste bin out of tires. I was amazed.
Oh.
Yeah, the person set the tires, up, and then they put the plastic bag over.
They were using it as a compost.
And they place the plastic bag in and then over the tires. It looks so, and I'm saying, look at all these creative things that people can really do with tires.
And we are creative people.
Right, and tires, like I said, if it is set out in a nice way, you put in your plants and things like that. Mm-hmm. Months ago, we had to find ourselves in a mountain to find a piece of land to work, to grow your vegetables.
Yeah.
But now you have a few tires in your yard. You just set them out in a way you can plant a set of herbs, a set of, maybe even potato. You can plant in potato and tires. You'll be amazed to know you get potato out of tires.
Imagine
so tires,
that.
Tires.
And the crates, you can make a really great garden with just the crates and the tires and so forth. Have it all looking fancy.
Instead of, a lot of people would just have tires thrown in the yard and things like that, and then tires build up. You can with water. Once water gets into tires, it can be harmful to the environment and build up mosquitoes and so on. And you know what mosquito does to us. But if you fill those tires with soil, with dirt, and you plant, it'd be amazing to know that you don't have to go into the market to buy your food. You have to wait there.
Yep. Yes. Into the market to buy all your food. Still go to the market, folks. Still go to the market and support, especially our local producers. I had a delicious watermelon locally grown just the other day. It was absolutely fantastic.
Oh yes, the watermelon's doing it right now.
Oh yes.
Oh, but we have a question. You guys mentioned the gentleman in Nevis who does the green waste. What was his name?
It's Javier. His name is Javier.
Javier. Okay.
It's www.com. Let me spell it though because it's www.com. CAFHSNEV.com. Nevis.
In Nevis.
Okay.
So definitely check that out and see what he's all about and see how you can support or become part of that journey. And that's the thing. We don't always have to be the ones to start something. We can always support someone else's initiative. I think that's the thing that we sometimes get blindsided by, that we think that we have to be the ones to start something in order to support, or we think that we have to know the person in order to support the initiative. It's all about the initiative itself. If you feel drawn to it and if you feel that you can support and somehow be a part, then reach out. Don't be shy to reach out, So we spoke about the refusal. We spoke about reduction. We touched a little bit on reusing.
And repurpose.
And we definitely spoke about repurposing. In terms of repurposing, are there, besides tires, because persons are going to say, oh, I have to go to the landfill to get a tire or a crate, or, no, you don't have to. You can actually repurpose some of the items right within your household. You guys have any examples of items within the household that can be repurposed?
Well, you have scrap papers, you have cardboards and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
You can use those cardboards for storing.
Jars that, like, those Prego jars that we buy in the supermarkets. You can repurpose those because those are, they're basically mason jars. And I know some persons at the office, they usually do, overnight oats.
Yes.
And you'll use the mason jar. You can use the mason jar to store things. So you are repurposing the items. You can repurpose things like containers, make them into holders for something else. And sometimes it's just a little glitter and a little paint, and you'll never guess what the item was before.
And then some of those same things can turn into mugs.
Yes.
It'll be amazing. You can use those same,
But
and turn into your
even
glass
when you
mugs.
finish eating your home, you're eating your banana, your apples, and your food, you can repurpose them and still use them in your garden for when it helps to your
Yes,
garden.
banana has a lot of potassium. I hear that's really good for roses.
It
Don't
is.
ask me anything else about gardening. That's probably the only thing I do know. So you can, probably throw that into your rose bush and see what happens. If it dies, it was not me. Please don't blame me. But we definitely could repurpose a lot of things, and I think we
anything
need to...
in the house could be repurposed.
Anything.
Like, and Caribbean, there's some of the things that are traditionally Caribbean. T-shirts. The amount of things that people use T-shirts for. I see persons using even shower curtains as picnic table covers.
Oh.
They put them as drop cloths when they're painting. I see people use shoes as planters.
Oh.
And the plastic bottles you could use as a plant pot.
Yes, definitely.
Cartons as well.
Or a watering jug, especially those bigger bottles and so forth.
for
Yeah.
sure.
As a matter of fact, you can even use your curtain to be a tablecloth.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
That
is true.
You have this nice fancy curtain, just put it on your table, You can use all those things. And I remember growing up, we used to take scraps and put them together and make a whole sheet.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And you use scraps again, and then you make mats out of scraps. So instead of throwing away, you remember those cloth mats?
Yes.
Those mats you
I actually have one in
knit
my room.
them in your crocus bag, knit it in the crocus bag, remember?
Yes.
Yeah. So there are so many things you can do, to repurpose, to reuse, instead of really throwing away stuff.
That's true. That's true. We definitely need to be a little bit more cognizant.
There's a lot
We
of
need to be
benefits.
more mindful
There's a lot of benefits.
of the impact that we have individually as an individual, but also the impact we have as a community. Because if you really think about it, if you are throwing away clothes, you're throwing away clothes. First of all, the amount of clothes we are very we have turned into a people who just kind of buy for buying's sake.
Yeah.
We are not really always cognizant of the impact. We don't even have to really need it. We're just buying it because we think we want something new. We think we need something new. And so I'm not going to tell anyone not to shop at all. But whatever you do buy, be mindful of what you do with that. When it becomes, when you reach a point where you have to reduce, then reduce. When you reach a point that you have to reuse. When you reach a point that you can repurpose those items, then repurpose them.
Yeah.
And also, it doesn't have to be that you personally have to repurpose them. If you know that, hey, Miss Lake does gardening and I have some bottles here that Miss Lake can use, call Miss Lake, hey, do you want any bottles? I have some bottles here. So somebody else can. And you actually, if you look you will find businesses right here locally that are taking items that can be repurposed and reused. So just a little research, a little Facebook search, a little Google search, and you will be able to.
And Pinterest has a lot of ideas in it.
Oh, yes. I'm a Pinterest junkie and I'm a DIY junkie. So, you know, I would spend and try to DIY everything.
You know, and even just in terms of taking back some of this stuff to the local businesses, one of the big ones that I see is the egg cartons.
Yes.
The egg cartons, like a lot of people just kind of throw them away.
Yes.
Like if you just store them in garbage bag, you could take them back.
Right.
I'm sure if you call them, they'll come for them and all.
Yeah, they will use them.
But even in your house, those things could be used as well. Like because they're small and segmented, they could be as organizers.
Yes.
I see people use them to store like Christmas ornaments.
Yes.
You can.
There's so many benefits for persons that can benefit persons, you know, community. It can also benefit economically.
Yes.
You know, and even environmentally. All of these apps that we touch on this morning, we use with purpose, we fuse, and all them. It is beneficial to the community.
Yes.
You know, especially you use. I mean, sometimes we have things in our home, but
if that we don't need,
we don't use, we can pass it on. We can pass it on, and then they pass it on, and you'll be surprised to see the lifespan of that item.
Yes,
you know,
that's true.
So we tend to give up too easily. Sometimes many people can afford. A lot of people still can't afford items. So if you can afford a nice jacket and you're finished with it, just simply pass it to someone they're supposed to see. There's a one man's garbage is what?
Another man's treasure.
There you go.
Definitely. You are so right. And at the end of the day, I think we need to, we all have a responsibility as an individual. The government has a responsibility when it comes to policy making. The businesses have responsibility when it comes to ensuring that they minimize what they bring to the consumers, and the consumers, we have a responsibility, because after us especially, that's when it ends up at the landfill, and we want to ensure that the landfill has the longest time it can be open for before we have to kind of close it off. So be mindful and be responsible. Now, don't try to do it all, because that's how we usually fail, especially with our New Year's resolution. So you can take this advice from me. If you have a New Year's resolution, don't try too many. Just be specific. You have one, tackle that one. 21 days to 30 days, it becomes habitual, and then you add on to that. So little bit by little bit, and then you can really grow and you can really change. However, if you try to do 10 new things, it's going to be overwhelming. It's going to be challenging, and you're just going to kind of give up, not even half the way, like quarter of the way. So this morning, I just want to thank Miss Lake and Tyasha for joining me. We had a wonderful discussion. And don't forget to join us again next week on Talking Trash right here on Win FM 98.9. And as usual, don't forget, waste matters. Have a great week, everyone.
Bye.
If you say you love your little dear country, try to do something positively. Be a watchdog for the environment. Don't leave everything to the government. We dump our garbage anywhere, lit on the streets everywhere. Our behavior is telling me that we really don't care. Take some pride in your country. Volunteer to clean where it's dirty. Tourism development needs a healthy environment. Whenever we litter, we threaten our survival. So those who engage in it should be treated like criminals. So don't be afraid at all if they call you an informer. Report those who endanger our future.
The Solid Waste Management Corporation, SWMC, is working hard each and every day to keep St. Kitts clean. Our primary mandate is to collect household waste while maintaining the engineer sanitary landfill in Connery. While it is the responsibility of businesses to see to it that their garbage is properly collected and disposed of at the landfill, the SWMC offers a commercial waste disposal service with our NOSI program. We also offer a bin rental service where persons can rent large bins to do community cleanups or other waste disposal activities. Additionally, our headquarters in Taylor's Range include state-of-the-art conference rooms for rental. So when you're hosting another event, consider using the SWMC conference facilities. We want to continue serving you by keeping our environment clean. Because at the SWMC, waste matters. For more information, call our office at 465-9507.
It's happening again! By popular demand, we're doing it again! Yep, we're doing it again! Horseman's Furniture and Appliances is once again giving away double cashback for free groceries for the months of September to December. Every customer at the Horseman's Furniture and Appliances showroom in St. Kitts and in Nevis gets double cashback coupons for absolutely free groceries. But it doesn't stop there! Every higher purchase customer will also get a chance to win! Yep, get double cashback for free groceries and a chance to win absolutely free groceries for a year with every $100 spent on higher purchase. By popular demand, we're doing it again. Double cash back for free groceries, plus a chance to win free groceries for a year. Come to Holtzman's Furniture and Appliances today and expect low prices, expect great quality, expect free delivery, expect double cash back for free groceries, expect a chance to win free groceries for a year, expect the extraordinary terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back to Island Tea with your faves, Kevin and Azim, featuring Jade, Gwen, Chai, Peter, CPL Johnson, and it is still October 19th.
What?
Yep.
I was kind of hoping it would be like
long and terrible.
to Wednesday, but okay.
Just long and terrible, man. Such joy.
You got some people that know October is the thing, but hey.
Right off this. Right off
Be
this.
safe, guys. We're almost at the end of the year. We want everybody here with us to be here with us on January 1st.
Okay.
Small victories. Be safe.
Yep. All them nice things. Which is normal behavior for them. Don't study them, man.
We do Jade things. We don't do nothing.
What times?
So let us behave.
Nobody doing nothing, Jade.
Me say nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Morning, Weedy.
Scorpio season. Oh.
Things getting intense by.
Bye. Yikes.
Who is the most annoying? Like, okay, let's not do signs. Who is the most annoying month people when it come to, like, you know, this whole is apparently it's my birth month and it's the best month and we have to then act like as if
Everybody.
some month better than some month, like
Everybody.
because you born in it.
No, February people don't behave. So.
Nope.
February people don't behave so.
No, we're very calm about it.
Yeah.
All 12 of them.
What do you think, Jade? I think September up there and December.
September and December definitely up there.
The December, and the
okay.
Aprilers too. Not much, but the
September and December.
Let's do it.
September and December came to mind right off the bat, and I realized that some of our friends on the live are agreeing.
See?
September people are cool.
Yeah, man.
The month is special just because I'm born in it.
Let's do the most. The most.
Yo, the level of narcissism. About this month, it's the best.
No, it's not. It is definitely not. Somebody say April.
Somebody say April too?
Told you.
By apparently April up there now, but we're getting some votes for April.
I never pay attention to April people that work out to do it.
Told you.
Them Christmas take a piece. What? Wow, Witty. Very obnoxious. My God.
Yeah, December people tend to buy.
No, that's not what she's saying.
I know.
That's not.
I know what she's saying. She's talking about September people, but I understand.
Bye. So there you go.
Yeah.
Somebody was asking what happened to the Haitians in Keys. They were sent home.
Yeah, they were deported right out of the bat.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me see what else.
I think they're running on key still. By now, they don't spread out, man. They would at least reach Lodge. By now. No, when you're hiding from the cops, you gotta take time. You can't just be willy-nilly moving about.
Anyway, there's some updates that we're still waiting on. Since Jesus was a little boy. Jesus done die, come back, went home. Still nothing. So I'm starting to feel like...
socks.
No, Jesus walk out here coming back until these people start out, they gotta start out.
And that ain't happened.
Yeah.
Okay, so, sorry. Dr. Wilkinson said April people.
Yeah, I told you. What did I say? What did I say?
To me, beefing April people, but that's just an observation.
I told you.
Anywho, what's on the rest of this agenda? Because I feel like I put things there.
No comment.
Jade be wildin'.
Jade did know. Y'all got to stop saying Jade because I am not the person who creates the news cycle. I just see things and puts them in a one sheet for us to speak about.
Jade, we could have spoken about all of the lovely young ladies who have been graduating from UE. Because all these things, no. You want to talk about conspiracy? No, but but what I'm saying is, you
just pick the conspiracy articles.
Pick the conspiracy articles. So it's Jade.
This wasn't a
this was a
good one, This was a good one about the girls that were found.
Was it though?
Yeah,
they
exactly.
were found alive.
Oh, that one. Okay. Yeah, that one.
We ain't saying it's a good one, but it's still a Jade's pick. It's a very Jade's pick.
Okay, how do they cheat them then? I quit.
It involves kidnapping.
Only you want to quit? Me too.
I am no longer in charge of the run sheet. Kevin and Azem wants to take it over, so they're
only
going to do the
one
whole
could
thing.
quit. Guess what? No main coming tomorrow.
Ain't that working now? Since my picks bother y'all so much.
But since it came up, congratulations to all the
graduates.
The graduates, especially the UE graduates, especially those who had to complete their studies during the middle of a pandemic.
We couldn't even complete my studies on a regular day. Y'all do this in a pandemic?
Yeah. Especially shout out to one person.
I couldn't even complete the farm.
This is the only one. It's one of them that I actually know. Carissa Roberts.
Congratulations.
Yes.
She received her master's. Carissa's doing big things. Love that for you.
Indeed.
Congratulations. And everybody else. I might have missed some people's posts and celebrations, but there's quite a few that we're celebrating.
I see somebody cussing saying that it come like only women could graduate from UE, and it's true. There's a lot of women, but I put to them that
I have a theory for that.
My theory is that a lot of men are getting into trade jobs.
Yes, but my theory is also that UE's what's it called? Open campus?
Yeah.
Is open campus done? Yeah. UE open campus takes patience. We don't have truly don't have the patience for that. Because the program is not as accelerated as in person. So in order to complete it, you need some patience.
Because you're doing it while you're working and things like that.
Right, you're doing it while you're working. So
wouldn't you be happy that
I am.
That about women in the class?
Women are graduating. Like, why we have to always?
No. I think there was more trying to encourage men to get involved in tertiary education. Because I spoke to the person.
We're going to make the activists. Okay.
No, I spoke to the person. So
I mean, as you said, I thought it was Kevin.
Oh no. No, the person was saying that I come like only women could graduate from UE. And it was more because after the conversation, it's more like encouraging men. And I was like, well, the truth is, men are bettering themselves, but a lot of men are getting involved in trades.
I'm not wrong with
that. And nothing wrong with it. I support that fully.
Exactly. Yeah,
I support that fully.
I miss times when men used to actually be able to build things. Let's get back to that.
That time has passed.
I feel so.
Wow.
When there's not many men that could just build you a cupboard, Back in the old days, like your grandmother used to just go. Her husband just used to build things. Like she said she want a chair, he would just go outside and build it. Now you tell a man you want a chair, he got quotes.
Jade, I was there. I don't know if that's exactly how it worked. But I'll take your word for it.
My theory is correct. Back in the day, you want a bed?
He might not have gone to courts, but he might have gone to Bruno.
Well, back in the day, you say you want a bed, he go outside and build it in the backyard. 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. you go to bed.
You don't realize people are sleeping and lodging. That's probably why.
As in.
If I
bring back when men built things.
Bring it back.
Bring back when men built things.
Gotcha. Men, you need to be able to do a couple little things. You need to be able to do minor plumbing. You need to be okay, we need to talk like lad, man.
Be an electrician. Be a carpenter.
You ain't got okay, carpenter.
Be a weather person.
Actually, the things women demand of men right now, man. Wow.
That's late, as in.
Literally build me a cupboard.
My dog.
Why is a cupboard? You build me a cupboard.
That's not my task. I can give you a child.
Oh my.
I feel like that trumps a table or a cupboard. We use what we have.
Yes.
I have a womb.
Which money
hands.
to go courts and buy your cupboard?
No. I want the love. I
need to understand what going on here. Yeah? We need to understand what going on here, man.
I need to feel the love.
Guys.
I need to see you outside sweating in your vest and your rip-up pants with your boxer up in your back. Yeah. Good times.
Okay.
Good times.
Actually, men.
All I have woodwork and metalwork and so in school for nothing,
The moral of the story, we can't win. You will never be enough. You will never be enough, guys.
Here's the thing.
You will never be enough.
You don't want to win. I win because I don't go where I don't need to be.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Dogs make me happy.
The dog gonna need a kennel. Now we're gonna.
Will it though?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Because what?
I got to build it.
What happened to the pillow, the sleeping pillow they have?
Brother, women just keep moving the goalpost.
That was always the goalpost. We've not moved it. This was back then, as in this came from generations ago, when granddaddy used to go outside, go build granny, and they sort of rocking chair, cause she want to enjoy the Sunday breeze.
Jade, at a certain point in time, the businessmen, the businessmen were the ones, and when I say business, we're talking traditional business, were the ones who were seemingly on the to get list.
They used to have business and be able to build.
Oh, okay then.
But they used to be able to do both. How come y'all can't multitask all of a sudden?
Yeah, they could do both.
Y'all used to be able to run a whole farm.
We're talking about the traditional, the lawyer, doctor, people in finances.
Y'all got the internet and started straying away from y'all.
See, I got the opposite way. I think we got the internet and actually now doing things on our own because we just got YouTube it.
YouTube how to build a bench. That mean y'all being lazy. Because y'all have the tools and y'all have the instructions.
No, this is something that I learned.
My case.
This is something that I learned from a teacher a long time ago. I was talking to this teacher one time, and he taught a particular subject, but he would be the substitute teacher whenever any teacher left. And to me, he would teach the subject better than the actual teacher. So one time I asked him on the corridor, I was like, were you to teach X and X subject? When to me, you could teach all the subject, including math and all them things. Like when he teach me math, I would understand. When he teach me science, I would understand. And he said, look, when you know everything, you have choices. And that's why it is, you know. It ain't that I can't take up a saw and build a bench. But I have choices to go courts and get you one.
No loving that.
No loving that?
No loving that.
Okay then, no, I need love too.
I
need love too. I need bench. I need...
You know what is the equivalent of that? You're telling me that you're hungry, and instead of me making you a nice home cooked meal, I say, well, let me get this out of KFC because it's done deal.
But that's what going on, Jade.
That is not true.
Jade, that's what going on.
Is the women
Jade, that's what going on. Fellas on the live right now. Tell me, is it okay to assume that the women you're dating can cook. Tell me if it's safe to assume that. It's not.
It is.
It's not, Jade.
It is.
Girls out here burning up potato and calling it wedges. Like,
you see how I don't appreciate when people go the extra mile for you.
to burn me potato them?
It's not burnt.
Oh, it's blackened.
Yes. See, that's the difference.
You cannot assume right now. As a matter of, and not only that, this is the difference. This is what JD is saying. Men are need to learn to go out and build things.
learn because they used to do it.
And build things, right? And we are supposed to take that as motivation to go out and do these things. Let a man watch woman and tell them, why don't you longer cook? Oh, you're sexist. Oh, gender norms. Oh, you come from it.
Y'all used to do it all the time. There has never been a generation where y'all didn't tell us learn to cook. Never ever. But we stopped asking y'all to build things.
Okay, so you can mix with us.
Yes, you can.
It's in a conversation for me, so let me know when I'm done.
There's literally never been a time when men has not felt like women supposed to know to cook. And if you can't cook,
but that's not what I'm saying, Jade. I'm saying we can't. Not that we can't. But when we do it, we get looked at as sexist. We get looked like as coming for as holding up the patriarchy. We get all these things. We reinforcing
so
gender roles.
For that,
we reinforcing gender roles. Like all this going on there.
Sure, women stopped demanding things. Women stopped demanding all these gender roles.
Jade, impossible. Women have been demanding from the start of time.
But we stopped demanding those specific things.
You think so?
Yes.
I think man will stop taking on.
No, I agree. That shall never happen. That shall never ever happen.
Anyway, guys, learn a trade.
Moral of the story.
Moral of the story, learn a trade.
Yes.
Yeah, you ain't
got to build a bench.
Watch out. Whoever it is out there got a bench for Jade, please. Please build this bench quick. Because this bench keep coming up.
Oh, you get to that conclusion. I wish somebody owe me a bench.
Oh, boy.
That mean, shush. Of course you're gonna agree with Azim.
Oh, wait. Appropriate for this moment. Let me show y'all what my shirt says.
Stay hungry, never what? Never thirsty? What the heck that got to do? What the heck that got to do?
Oh, boy, I love it. Big up Freako Designs.
Fitting.
Yeah, big up Freako.
For this very fitting message.
Oh, boy.
Speaking of women and the nonsense, Kevin understood this last article before. Well, it might, yeah. The one about the woman.
No, I would like to talk about the Choxy.
There's nothing to talk about. We don't know anything.
We need information.
Okay, get the information. Go ahead. We can wait.
Next, watch on Friday. We can ask Darren.
I don't know why you think we have it.
No, we can ask Darren to make Choxy our guest on Friday.
Yeah, that would be amazing, you know.
That would be amazing.
Let me tell you, yes.
Message him now.
I think he won't be able to speak though because it's an ongoing case.
What do you mean he won't be able to speak?
Yeah, he can't go about the case because that's what we're gonna.
He's not a lawyer. He's not a police officer. It's his life.
Yes, but he cannot.
He can speak about the case.
Yes, lawyer will advise him not to speak about it.
They would
Jed, the whole thing is in the news.
Can if you want.
I'm gonna ask him.
There's literal pictures.
Okay. I'm gonna ask him, Lord. Since I want to be all up in the man's soup.
Yes. The man's soup has been served up on the table. We're waiting for it to cool so we could get right down to the meat.
The man only get a little kidnapped. Y'all want to be up in the man's business. So we could do the article now?
I'll think about it.
We can do this. We can do this.
Sure, let's do it.
I need to get something that dangles.
So there's a missing girl, who's a 13-year-old girl. She has been found and she's been found alive.
She was one of the two. There were two of them that were missing. This man just decided.
Yeah.
He going to just go with two kids and thankfully they were found alive.
I think
I'm trying to figure out which country this is. St. Thomas.
Jamaica. It happened in Jamaica.
Jamaica?
Yeah.
Or in St. Thomas Parish?
Yeah.
So reports are emerging that 13-year-old Winche Barrett, who's the other girl who's been missing, has been found alive. So
thank the Lord.
She went missing in the Bath community on Saturday evening and was found in the Springbank area of the parish alive. Last Thursday, 9-year-old Felicia Prussia went missing and was believed to have been abducted. Was found by a search team in a makeshift hut in bushes in Arcadia district on Saturday afternoon into the evening, just before the next girl, who's Winche Barrett, went missing. This is what?
This is when I support the death penalty. I don't support it often, but in some cases, I see why it's necessary because.
You need sleep. We'll continue.
No, that's true. I do need sleep. However, he needs to not be here. Like you're just taking people's kids and traumatizing them because. Like. And funny enough, this same man tried to kidnap a lady before. He was unsuccessful. Then he got to kidnap 2 kids. So I won because I support the death penalty for this one. You don't? Okay. Sorry.
I don't want to go down the death penalty conversation. Let's talk about the kidnapping story.
We did.
No.
I just feel like that's a proper outcome for me.
Yeah, I think that says more about you than the guy.
That's okay.
Yeah, but that's a whole different conversation. But with the kidnapping thing, I don't even want to fathom the types of feelings and emotions that go through a parent's mind when they recognize they can't find. Look here, you ever even just holding your little cousin's hand in the supermarket and turn around and hear him where he's supposed to be?
Listen, I have this feeling almost every week when Jaden decides he's going by his auntie and he tell me.
Your son does run around there.
Yeah, he just walk out the house.
Yeah, his son does run around. I don't know again how he buy.
So when I realize like he just not in my eyesight, I have a mini panic attack.
Welcome to the good old days. Welcome to the good old days when girls just used to go by their boyfriend over Nevis for 2 weeks. Welcome to them there. Like people actually kidnapping children now?
Yes.
The good old days when the girl missing and okay, she got my boyfriend.
No, people actually taking kids.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
But I want to support the death penalty, okay.
Me say you're wrong, I tell you you're wrong.
I'm pretty sure if somebody took anybody like your daughter or Kevin's daughter, you would feel like, yeah, that person need to.
Hello.
Kevin's
my dog, because I'm not doing kids.
Yeah.
I'm
Kevin
sorry.
puppy. Yeah.
See, guys, that time my son went home with one of his friends and it wasn't easy. Listen, the panic attack you have when you realize you cannot find your child, and to know have your child being kidnapped by this man. The thing about this that I really admired is how the community of St. Thomas banded together with their machetes and all of the other things. If they had catched the man, he would not be here right now, I could guarantee you that. He'd have been mincemeat all now.
So what about the murderer who'd have been in the crowd, who just took it as an opportunity to just kill?
What? Well, they got to work out that too. But I don't know what of them was going to make it up. Trust me, for how I saw them. Huh?
I said, let me get a joke. So mommy just messaged me. She said, she knows well about that. You know why? Because this happened.
Story time.
They just used to disappear.
Story time.
No. So here's the joke. So we were on a trip to New York years ago, and I was really, 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 really young. I was young. Maybe I don't know how old I was. But I was like a kid. Not even. No. This was like I was a child. Like I don't know. Maybe 6, 7, somewhere in between, somewhere there. Young. And we were in a store, and somebody thought it would be funny if Kevin hides. So Kevin was encouraged to hide.
Somebody
so
is Kevin.
Justin.
No.
It's Justin. This is
yes.
all like I just I know.
So you know those rack of clothes in stores like years ago, they used to have like, it used to be like a square frame and then the arms stick out.
Yes,
so
yes.
A gap in the middle.
Yes.
So I went in the gap. I went in the gap in the middle and hid. And the panic start. Where's Kevin? Nobody could find Kevin. And I was encouraged, hello, don't move, stay. Well, it turned into a screaming match because can't find Kevin. Child disappear in the middle of Manhattan. So
I shock your mother ATL Justin, you know. The amount of things I feel like Justin do to terrorize your family, right? I'm very shocked he hasn't been sold, you know.
It's only recently he confessed to it.
Wow.
Wow. I've gotten lost in stores in the US as well. But I think for me, I think my parents work out. I think one time I almost got kidnapped in Tennessee.
Sorry, that's not funny. That's not
but,
funny.
I think my parents knew. As I'm kind of different.
They're gonna bring him back.
As I'm kind of different. Even if they get to hold him, they're gonna probably bring him, then return him. Then return him. I just wasn't going with nobody. So I remember one time I went to the movies. And we were very young. I was very young. I might have been maybe 10, 11. And I went to the restroom after the movie. And then when I came out of the restroom, there was this couple standing there, and they start asking me where I'm from and whatever.
See what kind of kidnap material you be.
And I'm looking at them and I'm like, why are you talking to me? and I record first I thought that it was maybe my accent that threw them off. Mm-hmm. So I said it again trying to yank, which probably sounded even worse. Mm-hmm. And I remember them looking at each other like,
no way.
Bye, this one here ain't normal. And then I kept asking them, so why are you talking to me?
You know the type of child you got to be, right? That when your parents ain't even worried about you being kidnapped because they know they're gonna bring you back. You know what type of terrorist you got to be?
Yeah, my father probably wasn't worried about that. Yeah.
Why would he?
My father would like miss me for half hour and be like, "As him safe, man."
Wow, bye.
As him safe, man.
I feel like Justin would fall into that category. I feel like Justin would be the type of child that like if Percy them can't find him, they're like, they're gonna bring him back.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Boy, that is wild. That's how my parents think. I think so. I think my parents think would not they're gonna bring me back.
Yeah, be alright.
They're gonna bring me back. I think they're definitely bringing me back. Like, no doubt about it.
Yeah, me playing a game there. You want to talk about screaming? Like me, my thing is, I'm not going willingly with anybody from the public place.
At all.
Like Candy
can't show me that you want me.
Look, Candy ain't gonna entice me. Like toys ain't gonna entice me. I never been that kind of dude. Like, yeah.
If you really want to kidnap me, you're gonna work for it.
Yeah.
It ain't just easy to kidnap.
I'm like, look, why you really going to van there? Why you really going to van?
And that's why I worry about Jaden because he's so friendly.
Watch, you wanna know what it is?
Oh my god.
The cartoons right now turning the children them into these friendly creatures. You know? Me understand what's going on here.
Jaden, they just see strangers and be like, hi. I'm like,
me understand. It got to be the cartoons because all the children now friendly. All the children now just believe in the best in humanity and so.
What the hell?
You know, skeptical I was as a child.
Remember we were born social, me too. And my mommy would tell you, even as a baby, if anybody take me up one instant crying, don't touch me.
And that is how it's supposed to be.
I didn't even like people like shouting my mother name. Me want no nickname for my mother and so I checking you on that. Yo, that ain't she name G.
Automatically. Automatically.
Yeah.
Get your name correct.
It was different. The children now, I don't know. This, you know what it is? Dora got them exploring everything.
And SpongeBob. Yeah. So you got them friendly as.
Yeah, SpongeBob got him something else, but.
Listen, I am so frightened for my child because he is the perfect material because he just
But he probably is so energetic they'll return him to.
But no, they're gonna bring him back. No, Jaden definitely coming back. No doubt about it, they bring him back, my son.
Oh boy, let's go back to the
The
days.
first half hour, they can't do it.
Let's go back to the days when children were skeptical and like young girls would just run away for like a day or two by their new love interest.
Anyway, on that note, we will take a break because I don't know what path as I'm going down.
The good ideas. Come on, Jade.
No, I never do it, so I can't answer.
Me say you know. Guilty conscience needs no accusing. Let's take a break.
I couldn't run my bike crazy. I didn't feel home more than out.
Guiltiness.
Your favorite fruit has got a new skin with real juice within. Drink the real Fruta. Enjoy the real joy.
Taste the real Fruta. Enjoy the real Fruta. Refreshing juice of every day is Fruta.
Fruta, juiced right.
Feel the magic happening. Campari. Taste. Something incredible happens when Campari is mixed just right. Like Campari and orange juice poured over ice. Taste it. Try it tonight. Bitter, sweeter, better. Campari. Must be 18 years and older. Drink responsibly.
Welcome back to Island TV with your faves, Kevin and Azam featuring Jade, Gwenny Gwen, Idita, CPL Johnson. And it is time to jump into Eat Local with this Willful Skillful Cricket Club. I love the name.
Headphones on. Put on headphones. Yeah, man. So Kevin, we just let it. Yeah, this is the Willful Skillful Cricket Club. Perhaps the representative could introduce himself to the listening public.
Well, good morning to all. Those of you in Radio Land that are close and those that are far. My name is Don Danga Farrell, the president of the Willful Skillful Sports Club.
Because I was about to say, because I know Willful Skillful to be involved in all sorts of sports.
Yes, definitely, that is true.
So, as you're involved in all these things, and something special is happening for you guys soon, you want to tell us a bit about it?
Yes, this weekend, the 23rd and the 24th of October is going to be our 12th annual Luther Kelly over 35 cricket tournament. And everything seems to be going on track for now, and this is basically a very big one. And as you could see, we have here with us our coordinator of the tournament, Mr. Jason Nobby Brazier, and I will leave that part for him now.
Yes, good morning to everyone listening to us wherever you are, and to the good folks here at Win FM as well, and also to the host of Island Tea. Thank you for accommodating us and for having us. We're here to discuss, as Dango said, cricket, lovely cricket. We're bringing cricket back to the Federation this weekend at the Edgar Gilbert Sporting Complex in Molyneux, Saturday 23rd and Sunday 24th.
So this weekend is cricket happening?
Yes, definitely, and big cricket too.
Big cricket. Well, this is a competition that I know that there's the people who look forward to this annually. But tell us a bit more about the tournament.
Well, this tournament actually was a traveling tournament per se. In a sense, it was competitive tournament. It was a competitive tournament, and at the same time, it was of a shopping spree. So.
Yeah, go ahead, I'm hearing you.
Yes, okay. So as I said, it was more of a cricket, enthusiasm tournament that we started in St. Martin, and we basically played the tournament down there for 10 years. And due to the corona, we decided that we can't just leave it just like that. So we decided to bring it home for the first time last year, 2020. And then this year, the 12th anniversary, we're still here at home with it,
Right.
But the early stage of the tournament, we used to have we started out with 4 islands participating in the tournament, which would have been St. Kitts Nevis, Anguilla, and St. Martin. And then after around 6 years of the tournament, we actually brought in 2 additional teams because, there's a lot of teams out there our island was rather interested in coming and being a part. But then
the tournament started to gain a little notoriety now.
Yes. And we have had requests from as far as Barbados, Trinidad. But then, good people ponging in my ears keep saying, leave it as more on the Leeward Island side.
Mm-hmm.
Even though we want to expand, leave it more on the Leeward Island side. So we could actually meet and greet our players that we have been playing against and playing with for a number of years. And we decided to do it like that. So we brought in U.S. Virgin Islands, St. Croix, and the British Virgin Islands, Tortola. So from the last After the first 6 years, we had 6 teams in the tournament, and then we went over to 3 days because we could not have accommodate the 6 teams in 2 days.
Right.
So then we went to 3 days, and all the games used to play in St. Martin at that point in time.
Mm-hmm.
But now, as I said, because of the pandemic, and the same 2 teams that we really had on board from the beginning, which is St. Kitts and Nevis, we are home now and we are here with them.
Nice. So what can people expect this upcoming weekend in regards to the tournament and everything that you guys have planned?
Okay, as Danga said, due to COVID restrictions, we limited to 4 teams this year, 2 from St. Kitts and 2 from Nevis. As a matter of fact, I received a call from Antigua just this morning asking, hey, how come you guys didn't, invite us? So I had to explain the whole scenario to them and, let them know that hopefully next year this time, once everything has returned, to some semblance of normalcy, then we will definitely be sending out an invitation to them, because we want to go back to it becoming a Leeward Island tournament, per se, again. Mm-hmm. So basically, we all COVID restrictions are going to be in place, even though the admission is free. So we want the general public to know, even though there is no admittance fee, all COVID restrictions will have to be followed. If you don't have a mask, we will be providing you with one. And if you still refuse to wear the mask, then we'll have the authorities that be escort you out of the stadium. It's as simple as that. We have music, food, drinks, and competitive cricket for anyone 35 years and over. We start off on the Saturday morning around 8:40 with a short opening ceremony, 8:40 to 8:55. And then at 9 o'clock precisely, the Honorable Prime Minister, he will open the tournament by bowling the first delivery. So the Honorable PM will bowl the first ball.
Guy warming up here.
Oh, well, he exercises a lot.
Okay, nice.
I know I see a lot of that on social media. So he should be fit and raring to go. And then we get the tournament started. So because it's 3 games per day, because initially it should have been 2. Right. But we felt it would have been unfair. For example, someone like, you might know the name, Howard Williams, for Howard to come all the way from England just to play 1 game.
Right.
So that way we decided now each team would play each other. So 3 games per day. So that's the reason why we starting so early, 9 o'clock.
Nice.
And then on the Sunday, following the conclusion of the tournament's finals, then we'll have the official closing ceremony where we'll be distributing, individual prizes to the individual awardees. The Honorable Prime Minister and the Honorable Minister of Sport, they'll be assisting us in this respect, in the distribution of the prizes, etc. We also have the St. Kitts Cricket Association, the Director of Sports from the Sports Department. They're going to be involved in this respect, as well. So, and ZIZ Radio and Television, who is also a media sponsor, just like Win FM, Win Media, will be televising it and bringing live radio spot reports. So the closing ceremony will be at 6 p.m. And interestingly though, while I'm at it, it's just not the individual winners, the cricketers who played will be receiving awards, because we, as has become the norm with the sports club, we will also be honoring 6 persons, 3 from St. Kitts and 3 from Nevis. So they will be receiving plaques. These are persons who have contributed not just in the field of cricket, but in community development. So this is not something new for the committee to do. So the committee will be doing it again. 3 persons will be honored from Nevis and 3 from St. Kitts on this Sunday during the closing ceremony.
Well, it seems to me like there's no question about where we're going to be this weekend.
Oh, definitely. You guys have to be there.
Cricket, lovely cricket.
I told you yesterday, cricket brings the Caribbean together.
Exactly.
Unifying sport.
Exactly. It's the only unifying aspect of Caribbean unity, apart from UWI. You know, it's cricket and, let's say calypso as well. Mm-hmm. Well, and Jamaica would be a bit angry. They would say, hey, you have to include reggae as well. But I think cricket and UWI are definitely the two main unifying forces.
Yeah, the long-standing Caribbean institutions.
Yep, most definitely.
Yeah,
most definitely.
But you mentioned a price to get into the games?
There's no admission fee. It's completely free. Completely free.
No admission fee.
As in, where you say we're going country?
But we're going country.
It's completely free. So you guys can feel free to come and patronize the bar. We'll be having, everyone knows Balang.
Okay.
Balang will be operating the bar, selling his food and drinks, music. Or we now extending an official invitation to both of you as well to join us, in our VIP lounge.
What? With you.
Yes, ma'am. We're having a VIP lounge, for the officials and the sponsors, and stuff.
No, we're going.
Yeah, we're going.
So people like you, your chairman Richard Berridge and your manager Lena McMaster, they've already received, written official letters of invitation.
Boom bang. Boom bang.
So yeah, we're going country.
We're going country.
Okay.
So we're looking forward to seeing you all at the VIP lounge.
No, we just don't want you all to come country, just so you know. We want you, when you come country and you leave it country, you leave it something. So normally what we does over the years, we normally, get little companies to come on board that we could have giveaways. So we definitely would have some giveaways and so for the spectators. And also we have a 60 meters dash race with the barman himself, Balang. Let me just
hold on. You don't call to there. I know this is prime entertainment already. So who you say the 60-meter dash?
Well, the barman, which is the man they call Balang, he will have to leave the bar at that point in time to run a 60-meter race against another individual, well-known individual, but we leave that one for Sunday. And
there's a heads-up race.
If Balang loses that race, he will be giving out $300 worth of drinks from the bar.
What?
Balang ain't losing that.
I'm
telling you, he losing that.
If the gentleman loses that race, he will have to buy $300 worth of drinks from the bar for everybody.
So it's a win-win.
It's a win-win.
It's a win-win for the spectators.
And also, I mean, if times permit as well, we're also going to have a raffle. We're going to have a raffle there for the spectators. We like to make sure.
Balang winning against Balang.
You're crazy.
We leave the one out,
That is the case, Balang winning by a mile.
No.
I'm telling you.
So, we try to make it exciting. We try to make it fun, not just for the players them itself, but for the spectators as well too. Some people ask why we chose Molyneux, and I'll say this because St. Kitts do have a lot of cricket grounds, and a lot of them basically have been dormant for some years.
Right.
But people in the areas do know that, there's a cricket ground there, and it used to be a place there, it was always filled. So we're going back to the old school way in terms of filling the ground and at the same time having enough space that you could do exactly what you want.
Social distance and all of that.
Right, because when you come there on Saturday or Sunday for the first time, you will see a different layout than what you normally will see, because at the same time, as Mr. Bridger just said, we sticking to the protocol of the COVID-19. So even the players will be in a different location and everything.
Okay. But speaking of players, who are some of the players we could look forward to seeing competing this weekend?
Wow. Well, I'll tell you, this weekend we're basically bringing out the best of St. Kitts and Nevis, which is 35 years and over. And when I say the best, which is 35...
No, your knees ain't good for this.
Okay, let me just explain. You have Nevis have two teams, A plus 35 and B plus 35. But I could tell you, the A plus 35 normally would have persons like Stuart Williams, Moulin Liebert, Carl Tuckett, Nutsy, and all those other guys that have played in the past. And the other one would have the Tonito Willett and the other young 35 guys.
Oh, okay.
The same way now with the St. Kitts part of it now, where you have the Shane Jeffers, the Ezra Powell, the Calvin Williams, the Kevin Hanley, you know, in the St. Kitts ex-national 35 and over. And the other team is basically persons that have been traveling to St. Martin over the past 10 years of the tournament, you know, which these guys have all been together. And you're speaking about the Gary Rogers, the ex-police commissioner, Mr. Williams, Mr. Hendrickson, Sergeant Hendrickson, he is?
Yes, Sergeant Hendrickson,
and
yes.
On and on we could go with the names.
Well,
but
you already called some legends here.
Yes, so it's not gonna be the normal friendly thing on the field, but off the field, it will always be friendly.
Yeah.
You know, and the reason I say that, you know, when it comes on cricket, St. Kitts versus Nevis is always competitive.
That's an understatement.
I think my money on Nevis.
Watch it. One of my earliest memories is a cricket of, you know, the St. Kitts Nevis rivalry is a cricket game that I watched in Nevis as a young child, and let's just say the competitive juices were flowing.
Nevis washout St. Kitts did.
Yeah, no washout. Let's just say
it wasn't a washout, but I won. I know. See, I tell my money on Nevis.
The money on Nevis?
Yeah, man.
You're a traitor.
That's okay. I'm Winston.
Yeah, those games used to be really competitive.
Oh, that's an understatement.
Berry Chowell, St. Kitts Nevis games, yeah. I think they used to be on with Weekend.
Yes.
Yeah, with Weekend used to be sponsored by TDC. Yeah, Berry Chowell, named after Berridge in St. Kitts and Howell in Nevis.
Yeah, but it was there's a healthy rivalry there. Healthy.
Yep.
So looking forward to see that on full display this weekend.
Definitely.
Most definitely.
And again, let me just take this time out to commend our hard-working committee, you know, and I would allow Mr. Virgil to call them as the days go down, you know, because I just arrived on the island on Friday, and I could tell you I got here and I could say a lot of things was in place. Well, not a lot of things, almost every single thing have already been in place there.
Awesome.
Well, the executive itself comprises yours truly, Jason Nobby Brazier, obviously Donger Bicares. Even though he was in St. Martin, we would speak, 3 and 4 times per day. And then additionally, we would have virtual meetings, obviously. But the committee also comprises Wycliffe Mitchum, who is an umpire. He will serve as the games coordinator on match days. Then we have ex-Commissioner of Police, Austin Williams. He will serve as Wycliffe Mitchum's deputy. Then we have Alison Rouse. Everyone knows Rouse, the police officer. She has been doing a fantastic job as far as sponsorship and donors and so on are concerned. And she has been ably assisted by Captain Ramona Isles. And then we also have Clement Monarch O'Gara. Everyone knows Monarch, the Saltfish Tongue man.
Yeah, man.
So he is assisting, with the media aspect of it, promotion and advertising and everything and so on. And then Luther Kelly, whom the tournament is named, is also on the executive. And then one of our main persons as well is Mr. Robert Pemberton. Robert is the man who is going to be more or less responsible for everything that's happening over there. For the transformation, to put it that way, the transformation of the Edgar Gilbert Sporting Complex. So whatever you see happening over there, the double VIP stage, etc.
All the
logistics, everything,
nice.
Infrastructural works and everything, Robert Pemberton.
Nice.
Robert Pemberton. So that's basically the core of the executive. And, everyone has been working hard, hopefully towards, the successful outcome of this weekend's matches.
Well, I mean, it's amazing to hear that, the committee is working and that we're at a place where we're just kind of looking forward to having a great time this weekend. What about persons, companies, anybody who might have contributed to to what's happening this weekend?
Oh, most definitely. But just to say what we decided, because obviously with the COVID hardships that persons and companies are still experiencing, we said, hey, if we're gonna go ahead and do the tournament, then we cannot do what we used to do in the past. Just select or target, a few companies and a few individuals,
right.
Because these are challenging times. So let's broaden the base and approach as many persons and as many companies as possible. So in a sense, our motto was one egg, full basket.
Mm-hmm.
So we broadened the base, but I must start with, obviously, Win FM, Win Media. You guys have been very accommodating from the start, like I said, Richard and Miss McMaster. Mm-hmm. And I must make special mention of this program and you, the host, Island Tea. And also we were on Sunday afternoon on the bench meeting with Kenneth Bob.
Yes.
So, heartiest congratulations to everyone, Win FM and Win Media. ZIZ Radio and TV is the other media house that has come on board. So both ZIZ Radio and TV, they're on board as well. So thanks to their general manager, Mr. Via Galloway. Flo is on board as the official telecommunications provider for the tournament. So, they're providing free internet, Wi-Fi access, in addition to other stuff that they will be doing. But we want certain things to be kept a secret, to pique the public's interest. So I won't say so much as to what they will be doing or may not be doing. And then the other major contributors are Sugar's Entertainment, La Amiga Funeral Home. Imagine that, eh? So the funeral home is not just in the funeral business. They're expanding now into the field of sports and entertainment as well. Party Central.
And in this.
Yeah. Yeah, the good folks at Party Central, Rookie. And then we have Advantage Capital Management, Magical Insurance, Brian Brooks Construction. We also have the Sports Department, the St. Kitts Cricket Association, Royal Logistics, Talbot Taxi Services, Carrie Breweries, Coscab, and again, I've left this one deliberately for last. Your chairman, Mr. Richard Berridge, he contributed a significant sum of monies as a donation, as a sponsor. And additionally, he went a bit further by donating equipment as well. He donated sporting gear for us to, distribute as we see fit.
Kudos.
Yep. So these are the major sponsors, and we want to say that we appreciate, everyone coming on board, because these are trying financial times, and we do want to extend heartiest congratulations on behalf of the Willful Skillful Sports Club to all of the major sponsors that I just alluded to.
Awesome. It's so great to hear that there's been so many people willing and able to come on board with such a great initiative.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And while I'm at it as well, though, I think it's only fitting that I mentioned Sunil Bale of Bale's Construction, because he contacted me yesterday and he said, hey, I'm coming on board with a financial commitment. He didn't say what amount, but if anyone who knows Sunil knows his fingers are free flowing. So I'm expecting something hefty coming out of his pocket as well.
Awesome.
It's so amazing because we gotta give God thanks for all those companies, all those persons, because our committee have been working very hard and still gonna continue to work hard. And I said that to say there is some persons on the committee presently have really put in a lot of work. But at the end of the day, come Saturday and Sunday, there's other persons on the committee, their work ain't really start as yet. Their work actually starts on Saturday and Sunday, because we have everybody in place for the different parts of the tournament. And I must really tip my hat to Corporal Alison Rouse. You know, if we have to run a race right now with what we had, I would have given her first place, leading Nobby by a 2-foot length, you know, and then we go right down the lane. But, you know, we got to give God thanks for the committee that we have in regards to the way how everybody being putting a hand in and, you know, making sure that everything works out in a proper way. Now, the Luther Kelly himself, this is a living legend. And just to talk, just a few on him quickly. When I say a living legend, you cannot find a lot of sportsmen today playing a lot of different sports. And this gentleman have represented St. Kitts, I think, in he did 5 or 6 different sports.
Yeah, 5 different sports. 5 different sporting disciplines.
Right. Yes, he was right here.
It was an island here a few months ago.
Right.
Yeah, man.
You know, and he's still alive. And he's still active, matter of fact, in the role of cricket because he umpires yes. Local games and so. But on this weekend, we will not have him been doing any of that. You know, he just basically got to come, sit back, enjoy himself as we normally allow him to do when the tournament being played in St. Martin. You know, so just to elaborate a little on the committee, as I said, you know, there is persons that is on the committee that their work haven't really started as yet. So maybe if you all come over and you see some persons maybe taking a seat or taking a sip of a drink, not that all of the work are finished, but they have put in at least 98% of it already.
Right.
You know, so again, we got to be thankful for everybody, you know, that is there and assisting, because in these times, persons have to take more time out to deal with the family, the health, you know, and the job, because, you know, sometimes you go on the job today and then the boss tell you, boy, because of what's been going on today, we'll have to lay you off. So we have to give thanks, you know, to all those persons that is there on the committee and putting in a lot of effort to make the tournament a success.
Right, man.
You know,
kudos to everybody who is a part of making this thing happen. And everybody has the role, and happy to hear that persons are performing well in the roles that they've taken up and they've been given. But guys, time is fast spent. And, you know, it's been a real pleasure talking to you guys. I know that I am not alone in saying that I'm looking forward to this weekend.
Definitely.
And enjoying some lovely cricket and just some good vibes and some entertainment. Especially in this time, and we need these things. So we're looking forward to it. But again, it's been a pleasure. Thank you guys. Wishing you guys an amazing tournament, smooth, and everything goes down and exceeds even your own expectations. So thanks again.
Thank you as well. Thanks as well, guys. And sorry. And again, we invite everyone out to the Edgar Gilbert Sporting Complex in Molineux this weekend. There's no admission fee, so just come out and enjoy yourself and enjoy the cricket. Thanks to you guys, Island T, and thanks to Win FM and Win Media.
Awesome.
All right, thank you very much, and my lovely family. The Island T have been doing a wonderful, wonderful job over the past couple of times since you all started out, and I must say kudos to you all, and you all have been raising the bar high, and keep it like that.
All right, man. I appreciate it.
Thanks again for having me.
Yeah, man. But Jade, it is time for us to leave. You say you need some sleep, so...
Yes. Can't function like this today.
Oh boy, but you know, that's how it is sometimes. But for everybody who's listening, everybody who's watching online, man, I appreciate you. This thing would be nothing without you guys. Whether you watch on Facebook, YouTube, you check us out on the Win Media's website, or you listen to us on the radio. Guys, I appreciate you big time. And remember to stay locked, stay tuned. We're gonna be back here again tomorrow. It's gonna be Hump Day.
Already?
Hump Day?
Yeah, tomorrow is Wednesday for real.
Yeah, man, time ain't holding up.
This week is flying by.
Time ain't holding up. And look who's back. Oh my, look at this guy.
We missed you. Just in
He got
I was just about to say, just in time to take us out. Me hang up. Anyway, sorry.
But yeah, guys.
No, I'm still here.
Yeah, but guys, we're gonna have to leave. We're gonna have to go. We're gonna have to disembark.
Yes.
And before we do, we're gonna hear from the man himself, the Prosecco Papi, the Freak of Neatness. Prosecco, the Duke of Forget. We could never forget the Duke of Forget. The Chapstick Don, the Slim Guard, the Monk filled with Moscato.
That's a good one. I'm not gonna lie. That was a good one.
Okay.
That's what it is. That's what it is. The Freak of Neatness, the man himself, Sir Kevin Hanley.
Oh look, you're getting a little deep. So you can't be everybody's cup of tea because you're not a mug. We'll see you tomorrow.